Nuzlocke continues. So the next encounters. Okay, so we've arrived in Dewford, so we got our Dewford encounter. Grass type. The grass is a guaranteed fighting type. Yeah, I believe Galarian Farfetch'd is fighting type, but I'm not sure. Okay, so guaranteed fighting type in the grass. They seem okay. The water types seem acceptable as well. Don't think there's a universe in which we delay for surf encounter. Okay, level 8. Everything's level 8, so we can't do any sort of tricks. Let's see what our level cap is now. Ooh, charm is good. Charm's gotta be better than Sing, right? Double Slap is between 45 and... Brain, please. 5 times 15 is 75. Yeah, 75. So that would be 108 with stab. I mean, double slap. I'm never clicking double slap over wake up slap pretty much ever. Guess it would have to be against a psychic type for me to click double slap instead. Or a flying type, I guess. Need to wonder when I'm gonna click Sing though. Sing's like a good oh shit button. But does that warrant keeping Sing? We keep Sing if for no reason other than for catching wild encounters, I guess. Being able to Sing for a Pokemon that otherwise might explode. Okay, so 17 is our current level cap. What does that mean for our learn sets? Okay, so Chimchar evolves at 16. Do I have a reason to delay Chimchar's evolution? Slack off at 37 seems like a pipe dream. Delays kick at 32 versus 34 is probably not super relevant. Fire spin at 19 seems basically inconsequential. Yeah, so I can just level Chimchar. Flame Wheel is just... I want to say it's a strict upgrade on Ember, but it's actually not necessarily because special physical split. I'll swap out Ember. Okay, Low Sweep is just more damage than Mach Punch, but it's not priority, so we definitely don't replace Mach Punch. Like, non-ironically, Leer seems kind of nice. I think the only time we'd ever click Scratch is against like a Flying Psychic, but even then we'd rather click Flame Wheel. Yeah, so Scratch is never coming up with our coverage. Okay, Growlithe. Okay, so Growlithe learns a whole lot of moves, but what is important is what he learns when he evolves into Arcanine. Okay, so we'd want to evolve him before 35. But other than that, I think we're okay with just everything. In fact, if we evolve him at level 35, we get Flamethrower and Extreme Speed, which seems nice. Otherwise, we'd have to teach it by like TM or something. What about Galarian? Hisuian, not Galarian. Hisuian looks to me like it has basically the same level up set. With a couple key differences. Yeah, so we're okay with leveling him. Where's actually the Galarian trade? Rustboro. So that's later. Okay, so I think we're fine to level up Growlithe. Firefang is just strictly better Flame Wheel. Yeah. Well, strictly better except for the power points, but power points aren't particularly relevant. Okay, Skrelp. Okay, Skrelp evolves at 38, so we don't have to worry about that. Just that simple. Poison Tail has to be better than Acid, right? Wait, Acid may lower defense, but it's a special attack. Okay, so I think Poison Tail has to definitely replace Acid. For sure. And there's a good argument to replace Smokescreen, but kind of like Sing, that's a nice oh shit button. Doppler. Doppler evolves at 30. So, no reason to delay it. Okay, and then Starly. Starly evolves at 14. Endeavor at 15, but then again at 16. Dual Wing Beat at 28 versus 25 could be relevant. But I feel like Dual Wing Beat can't be that much better than just Aerial Ace. And delaying till 25 seems like a big mistake, because I'm going to probably need Starly for the Brawly fight. Yeah, I can't imagine delaying Staravia makes sense. Okay, Endeavor. I feel like Endeavor's got to be better than Growl, especially on Staravia. Okay. And then the last Pokemon is Finneon in the box, but okay, so we have access to Dewford, we have access to 107. We have access to Silk Scarf. This guy? Yes. Okay, Silk Scarf's good. And we also have access to Route 106. So 106, Dewford, 107. Let's take a look at the encounter table. 106 106 and 107. 107 is either Horsey, Remoraid, or Carvanha. Looking at the encounters for surfing, the only reason to ever delay this would be for Cloyster or Wailord. 106 is Seal, Chootle, Shelter, Staryu. So they have nothing in common, which means sequencing doesn't make a difference. Yeah, there's no difference in sequencing, so we can't do anything here for strategizing. So let's just lead Delcatty for Sing, and then we'll go. Where's the rod? There's the rod. Horsey. Horsey is. I mean, it's Horsey. Okay, Horsey. What we're nicknaming you? Incompressibility method. I somehow doubt that's gonna fit. S40. Which one? Yes. That pops into existence out of nowhere. Okay. Oh, should check the Horsey. Swift Swim's good. Naive. 19 speed. The special attack is tragic. But 19 speed, Swift Swim, Naive? That's not bad. This Horsey's gonna help a lot later on, I'm pretty sure. The Aqua section where we have access to rain permanently, I'm sure it's going to help. What are we hoping from this grass? There's a million things that could be here, so let's just see what we get. Stuffle. I have no idea if this is any good. Well, judging by how quickly it was waking up, I would guess it's early bird. What we nicknaming Stuffle? Cool Air. Short story by H.P. Lovecraft. Sure. Cool Air. Fluffle. Fluffy. Sassy. It's alright stats. This thing, I believe, is good attack stat as a species, I'm not sure. But, normal fighting. What does Fluffy ability do? Pokemon Fluffy. It's the... Oh, it's the double defense one, isn't it? Halves damage taken from moves that make direct contact, but doubles that of fire-type moves. Ooh. So it's weak to fire-type, basically? But then takes 50% less damage from contact moves. Yeah, so it's essentially it's double defense for contact moves specifically. That seems solid. I can use it as a wall against certain Pokemon. Seems like it's a good candidate. I mean, if I'm looking at its ability in the Pokemon database, Fluffy is one of the abilities, and the other ability was Klutz, which I feel like Klutz wouldn't have been a very good item to have. Ability to have, rather. Okay, so we get our encounter here now. Route 106. Chootle. I mean, Chootle's probably pretty good, right? If I'm thinking about the encounter table here. It could have been Remoraid. Is it? No, that's a different route. Yeah, it could have been... I suppose it could have been Spheal, Shelder, or Staryu. Okay, maybe that it's about average, I think. Staryu would have been pretty good, I think. A Psychic type for... Although, probably wouldn't be a Psychic type yet. Thinking Psychic type for Brawly, but we probably won't have access to Starmie until much later. Okay, Chootle. What are we naming you, Chootle? Realms with a Z. Fantasy adventure role-playing video game developed in 1994. Sure. Realms with a Z. Chootle, we probably want, what, plus defense? Plus attack? Careful is probably good. Ooh, 0 to special defense, though. I mean, I get the feeling from looking at Dreadnought that he probably has a good attack stat, but I haven't actually... Let's see. New Pokemon and all. Dreadnought. Defense, 115 attack, 68 special defense, 48 special attack. So I guess it's a decent nature. So we wanted minus special attack, so that's good. The 0 IVs and special defense, though, are gonna really suck. Basically means that its nature might as well be a neutral nature. But it'll be fine. Okay, so that's all of our encounters for now. So let's level these guys up. Ice Fang. Good to see I have Ice type. Brutal Swing is dark? It is. And then Stomp is solid. That's just better than Tackle. Twister, so we have Dragon coverage. Bubble Beam's good. It's just better Bubble. Okay. So let's add these guys onto the list. We have Horsey, Stuffle, and Chootle that we just added to the party. Okay, and then let's export these Pokemon. Copy that, and then we'll switch tabs. Okay, and there they are. Okay. Next opponent is Fisherman Elliot with his Staryu. First thing I'm noticing is I don't actually have any grass types whatsoever, or electric types, so water types are going to be an issue for a little while. Staryu probably gets just completely railed by Delcatty. Yeah, Fake Out into Wake Up Slap always kills. Mystic Water, so it'll be Fake Out. Is it faster than me? No, I'm faster than it. So Delcatty just Fake Out, Wake Up Slaps, just two-shots this thing, and it doesn't get any actions. Yeah, no priority moves, no nothing. So then it tries to compare the back row. So it checks Lombre and Barraskewda. Lombre does not out-damage Delcatty. Yeah, and Barraskewda also does not out-damage Delcatty, which means it'll always be Lombre. Yeah, it'll always be Lombre. 2 Wake Up Slaps kills. Though I do see Giga Drain coming in and doing a lot of damage here. Could Teeter Dance as well, which would be very annoying. So I think we'd probably go Wake Up Slap. If it Giga Drains crits, we can tank 3 of them. Well, 2 of them. So basically we stay in and slap it until we're below half. At which point we can switch into probably Staravia. Staravia always one-shots it with Aerial Ace. Yeah, then we just stay in until we're confused or dead, and then we switch to Staravia to one-shot with Aerial Ace. We are faster, yep. And then for Barraskewda, we can probably wall this thing with any number of Pokemon. Let's see, it's Flying Gem. Heck. I was scared for a second there. I saw Flying Gem and I thought Acrobatics, but no, it's Flying Gem Peck. Okay. I see Flying Dark Water. What? type is laser? What is laser focus? Oh, it's focus energy, but only for the next move, basically. Guaranteed crit. Well, focus energy doesn't guarantee, but okay. It's like focus energy meets lock on. Okay. Yeah, so I don't think I even need to really plan for Barrascuda. I mean, Choodle destroys this thing. Yeah. Okay, so no need to do anything fancy. Delcatty into Staravia, and then just bring Choodle with. And I guess all of those are contact moves, so Stuffle probably does decently well there as well. Monferno priority in case I need it. Horsey will bring Dottler, I guess? Not. I mean, Dottler seems to match decently well into the Lombre. Yeah, okay. I guess we can give this Silk Scarf as well. So Fake Out into Wake Up Slap. And then here we said we stay in. Cool, and then Barrascuda. We said this thing just hard loses to Choodle. Well, easy. Okay, so Georgie. He leads with Dwebble. So Dwebble probably doesn't do very well into Horsey. Yeah, we one-shot it with Bubble Beam. But it does have Sturdy, right? Weak Armor. Can I double check that? Because I see Sticky Web and Knockoff, and I don't like it. Oh, it's already... should be on here. Yeah, weak armor. Okay. No priority moves. It's slower than me. Okay, Horsey just one-shots this. And then what gets baited out next? Sandygast does not out-damage Horsey. Yeah, it does not see itself as out-damaging Horsey. Mawile should also not see itself out-damaging Horsey. But Munchlax does. Okay, that's actually terrifying. Okay, so Munchlax sees itself out-damaging Horsey and comes out next. And it's torn between Headbutt and Belly Drum. Now for the AI document. If Playermon is incapacitated, then it's very likely to do it. If the above is not true and I cannot KO them after Belly Drum, that is true. Okay, so it's extremely likely to belly drum. I think it's basically guaranteed. Highest damaging move gets either +6 or +8. Okay, that means that belly drum has 20% chance to have the same priority, so it's a 10% chance to attack and a 90% chance to belly drum. Okay, so if we assume that he belly drums, because that's the scarier situation, and we switch to, say, Monferno on that, he's just dead on sight. And if he headbutts and crits, Monferno's dead to 2 headbutt crits. Max roll, okay, so min roll is 25, which puts me in Oranberry range. Max roll 31. So 2 max roll crits would be 62 damage, which is enough to kill me through Oranberry. Okay, so... And he's guaranteed to headbutt on the second turn, okay. So either I need to come up with a different plan, or I need to come up with a different switch in. What about Delcatty? Yeah, fake out into wake up slap does not kill. What about Stuffle? Because it's got the fluffy. If it belly drums, it's dead to rock smash. Wait, it's got Gluttony Salak. Salak is the speed boosting one. Yeah, it raises the speed when it drops below a quarter, except if it has Gluttony, which would be at a half. Okay, so if I switch into Stuffle and he belly drums, then the Salak Berry procs, and he gets the +6 on attack, and then I'm dead to crit. Though I'm only dead to crit. But I am... Am I faster after Salak Berry? I am actually still faster after Salak Berry. So that means Stuffle always answers this? If I'm not mistaken. Because if he doesn't belly drum, then he's doing almost nothing with headbutt. And if he does belly drum, he's just outsped and killed. Okay, so Stuffle answers the Snorlax. So the line is Horsey one-shots Dwebble, brings in Munchlax. Switch to Stuffle. Stuffle always kills the Munchlax. How much damage are we always taking from the Munchlax? That's the next question. If the Munchlax goes for headbutt on the switch in and crits, we would take 15 damage, 15%. Then we would rock smash him. He would hit us again with headbutt for 15 points again, so that would be 30 damage. We'd be able to proc an Oranberry. And then we'd kill him with rock smash. Okay, so we'd be taking... Okay, so the lowest we'd be at is 27. And the highest we can be at... Although, he could also belly drum on the switch in, and then... Oh no, then he's just outsped in one shot by rock smash. Yeah, even with Salak Berry. Okay, yeah, so the lowest we're ever at is going to be half health, 27, if he rolls exactly right with crits. Highest health we'll be at could be... Well, full, right. Okay, Okay, so always between 50% and 100%. So Sandygast against Stuffle. It is... What does Water Compaction do? I have to learn all these new Pokemon mechanics. Water Compaction. When a Pokemon with Water Compaction is hit by a Water type move, its defense goes up by 2 stages. Okay, that is not relevant right now. Okay. So Sandygast is slower than me and is 2-hit KO'd, which means he will never switch in, I believe. He would low priority into Sandygast. And even if he high prioritied, he is dead to double Brutal Swing, and I am never dead to Bulldoze Crit. Though Hypnosis could be a pain in the ass. But if he Hypnosises, that's fine, because I get to move faster, so I hit him with Brutal Swing first. And then he hits with Hypnosis, and then I get to switch on a guaranteed Bulldoze into something like Staravia. Staravia probably crushes this. Yeah, Staravia just laughs at it. Okay. So Sandygast is never coming in, I don't believe. Not into Stuffle. So it would probably have to be Mawile. Wow, Mawile is actually kind of decent here. Okay, so yeah, it sees it out, damages me with Mawile. So Mawile always comes in. I'm always at least 50%, which means that I'm dead to Covet Crit. So it's always going for Covet because it's always the highest damaging move. Yeah. So we can switch into... We haven't used Monferno in this line, right? We used Horsey into Stuffle. Yeah, and then Mawile comes out. Monferno probably takes that pretty well. It does not kill, though. Even Mach Punch into Flame Wheel doesn't two-shot. Oh, wait, Intimidate wouldn't be applying anymore because we switch. Okay, then Monferno comes in on a Covet, max roll crit. Okay, we're dead to double crit then. Yeah, double crit would kill us, so that's not a candidate. What about Growlithe? Yeah, we're never dead to double crit on Covet. Also, Covet would be the highest damaging move. Oh, and he'd get intimidated, so he'd need to crit for these damages to even be there. And then we're killing him with double Fire Fang. Are we faster? We are. Does he have priority? He does not. He has leftovers, but we're doing so much damage that it doesn't matter. Yeah, so Growlithe just kills this thing. Sandygast comes out. And no matter what, we just win against this thing with Staravia. Yeah, he'll always see Bulldoze on the Growlithe as killing, which means he's never going for Hypnosis, which means that we can free switch into Staravia. Well, basically free switch into Staravia. And then we can Aerial Ace him 3 times to kill him, but Hypnosis... As soon as he puts us to sleep with Hypnosis, we can pivot again. Most damaging move is Mega Drain, so we'd go into, say, Dottler. Dottler's also faster than Sandygast, so... I mean, we could also bring Chimchar or Monferno or Growlithe in on that as well. Skrelp probably also does decently into this. Oh no, Bulldoze. Oh, similar to those two. Although, pivots. We'd have so many pivot options. But I'm pretty sure we just win with that line, yeah. Okay, so the line is we lead. We said it was horsey. Yeah. Okay, so we lead horsey. Horsey takes out the Munchlax, not Munchlax, the Dwebble. The Munchlax comes out. On the Munchlax we go into Stuffle. Stuffle always wins with Rock Smash. Then he brings into Mawile. On the Mawile we always switch to Growlithe, who always 1v1s it. Then when it dies, the Sandygast comes in. Staravia matches well into Sandygast. Monferno acts as a good backup. And then Finneon seems like a solid shoe-in, I guess. I suppose Choodle probably matches up better into this thing, doesn't it? No, because Mega Drain is actually kind of scary on this thing. I guess it is just Dottler. Yeah, Dottler just... Astonish is kind of annoying, but Dottler does match up quite well into this. Actually, maybe Delcatty is just better. Oh, Delcatty can't damage it, right? Because Delcatty has Normalize. Yeah, so definitely not Delcatty. Yeah, so it's Dottler. Okay, we said this one needs an Oran Berry to make sure that it's safe. This one never cares what its hold item is. Okay, we'll give Growlithe an Oran Berry, and then we'll give Dottler an Oran Berry for luck. I suppose I don't have a Chesto yet, do I? I do have Chestos, right, from the old lady. Which means against Sandygast, it's Staravia. We'll give this a Chesto. Okay. Okay, so this Hiker's next. And this should be trivially easy. Dwebble, we should one-shot with Bubble Beam, nice. Munchlax comes in, 90% chance for Belly Drum. Okay, maxed attack, eats its berry, which raises its speed. And then it should always be dead to Rock Smash. Yep, cool. Mawile comes out with Intimidate. Oh yeah, this was anticipated. This always loses to Growlithe. This is going to be Covet. We get the Intimidate drop. Okay, and then we can Fire Fang this. And then it's just dead to Ember. Sandygast. Quick sanity check. Might as well stay in with Growlithe if I can. We're always dead to critical hit Bulldoze, even if we were full, so he's always clicking Bulldoze, so Staravia. That's my attack. Then we Aerial Ace. Used Hypnosis. I proc the berry. Hypnosis, I fall asleep. This is always Giga Drain. Let's see. Okay, this is always going to be Mega Drain. If I switch to Monferno and he max roll crits me, he would recover. Okay, he would do 7 damage. And he would recover how much? of his health. How much is that? 10%? And he would definitely be dead to Flame Wheel. Yeah, he's absolutely dead to Flame Wheel, so... Okay. Nice. Now, who is next? The next trainer is Tuber Chandler, presumably on the beach in Sladeport, which means we get our encounter. Our next encounter would be inside the cave. If I bring up... Okay. So Granite Cave, here we go, we get some choices. So we've got Floor 1, which is Fanpy, Cufant, Rhyhorn, Onyx, Aaron, Togedemaru, and Sandile. I mean, I do love me an Onyx, but at the same time, the rest seem fine. I mean, Sandile's good, Fanpy could be really good. On B1, it's Cufant, Geodude, Alolan, Dwebble, Nosepass, Togedemaru, Dwebble, Amora, or Sandshrew. On B2F, it's going to be Amora, Sandshrew, Sneasel, Snover, Spheal, Sneasel, Snorunt, Swinub, Bergmite. I mean, a good chance for Sneasel seems like it could be good. And then Steven's room is Psychics. Yeah, it's Abra, Hatna, Gligar, Nosepass, Magnemite, Baltoy, Dottler, Meditite, Drowsy. I feel like it's gotta be Steven's room then. Magnemite would go crazy. Hatna sounds pretty good. Abra could be insane. Though I have a sneaking suspicion that some number of these have Teleport. Okay, they replaced Teleport on Abra with Kinesis. So that's a good start. What were the other ones I said? Hatenna, Gligar, Nosepass. Hatenna will have Confusion and Play Nice. Gligar will have Poison Sting and Sand Attack. And possibly Struggle Bug. Yeah, Struggle Bug. Dottler would be Dupes, Meditite, and Drowsy. Yeah, I feel like it has to be Steven's room. Anything else just seems incorrect. Let's find our repellent. How are we doing on Pokeballs? 37 of them, we should be fine. Okay. HM for Flash, I'm sure will be useful. Force me to pick up an escape rope. Sure. Oh, I should check for items. There's an Everstone in Granite Cave. I mean, I probably don't care about the Everstone. L-shaped rock formation before the stairs. Okay, Heart scale is 1 on 104. I think I'm fine. I don't need to collect those. Like, when I find that I need heart scales and rare candies, I can go fetch them. Held items. Silk Scarf and Dewford. Never Melt Ice is in Granite Cave. I'm not sure where, but I'm sure I'll find it. Soft Sand is on 109 by an NPC on the beach. Black Gloss is in Slaterport. Poison Barb in Petalburg Woods. Okay, so nothing yet. Rock Gem is in the desert, so nothing on the gems yet. And then all the berries, I'm not going to worry about the berries. Wide Lens is in Rustborough. TMs and HMs. I think we're fine. And then the Mega Stones are obviously going to be super late game. Okay. In that case, let's go get our encounter. Never Melt Ice, if I had to guess, is going to be on this floor. Yep. Every ROM hack ever saw Granite Cave and was like, let's put ice in it. Never Melt Ice. Nice. Okay, and then we'll go meet Steven. Hi, Stevie. Cool. And then we can go here and turn off our repel. Not sure what I'm hoping for here. It seems like there's a lot of really good candidates here. I think I'm happy with most anything from this room. Baltoy. It's a ground type. It goes boom. I mean, can't really complain. I should have brought Delcatty. Okay, Baltoy, what we naming you? Big Heat, a 1953 American film, noir crime film directed by Fritz Lang, about a cop who takes on the crime syndicate. Sure. Big Heat. Question is whether Baltoy will disappoint me with its stats or not. I feel like having a Levitate Mon that can learn Explosion and is a ground type is probably pretty decent. I mean, I feel like it's probably not the best encounter in that room, but it's probably pretty good. And it'll probably help a lot with Brawly. Levitate, Impish. Impish. At least we've got 27 special attack, I guess. Don't like that HP stat. Don't like that defense stat. 22 for a explosion user, though, is not bad on attack. Let me actually check what Baltoy's stat spread looks like, because I'm not sure. I suppose I should check Claydol instead, because it's just going to be better. It's just going to be used as a Claydol for longer. 70 attack, 70 special attack, 105 defense, 120 special defense, 60 HP. So the IV on health being low is like really bad. Yeah, low HP IV is like really bad. Well, that's crazy. I think that's probably what I'm gonna call it. Let's add Baltoy to the box. I mean, I suppose there's one more encounter in Slateport, and then one more on the beach of Slateport. And then presumably we can get one north of Slateport as well, so there's another 3 encounters before the double, not the double, the back-to-back in Slateport City. And then presumably it's Brawly, and Brawly's going to be a real pain in the ass. But I think that's what I'm going to call it for now. Drop down to save. And I'll probably continue this run tomorrow. I've been thinking I should do it during the week, just because it's how my schedule lines up nicely. Yep, so I'm gonna call it there.